Welcome back everybody to the Northern Dúnedain campaign. Last we left off we were getting attacked at Ossul. This is the first time we get to test out Gandalf the White and his Arthedain guard. So we'll get straight into the battle. So like normal we're going to set up and then I'm going to cut when some action starts to happen. So we'll set up, I say, as normal with Cardland Sentinels on the left, Orns on the right. We'll have our Dúnedain Rangers positioned like so. We'll have our bodyguard here. We'll have Gandalf here. And before we start the battle, this is what the Arthedain guard look like, and they look fantastic. I'm so glad we got them now. They're very expensive, like I say, they're 560 upkeep, but they are absolute beasts if we double check their stats. They've got 13 attack, charge bonus of 14, and with a total defense of 30 with a shield. That is absolutely fantastic. Because obviously you can lose some guards on the charge, but probably not many with this. And their secondary attack is 12, which is what, so that is unprecedented. They can hold off enemies for a long time, and because this is a respawning unit, we can chuck these into battle and they're going to really help us because they're going to respawn when we need them. Right, so just first off, I'm actually going to get Gandalf out of our sword. I'm just going to kind of get him out of the way so he can kind of recharge when needed. So I'll cut it here and then we'll come back when the action happens. Right, and we're back. The enemy are pretty much about to reach our final point at the top of the hill, and we've got Gandalf and his Arthedain Royal Guard, or Arthedain Royal Guard. He's going to come in, recharge some of this Goblin band. The Halberdiers are going to be setting up to defend. I'm actually going to charge into the Halberdiers with Gandalf, because I actually think that we can crush the Halberdier unit. So our archers are firing upon the Rudal raiders. Got some Snagger stalkers and such, all light infantry. Like I say, having Gandalf down here is keeping the rest of this army on its toes. The only problem, why aren't you running? There we go. It had the run icon on, but they weren't running for some reason. They're not the quickest cavalry, but they do pack a deadly punch. Oh, they're attacking the wardens this time, are they? No, I think it might just be the archers firing on them. They've got shields, so it shouldn't do too much against them. Right, so Gandalf is in position, so we're just going to get him to charge in.
Victory will be ours.
Or not. That is breaking formation quite heavily. Let's realign maybe here and charge in. Right, how are our forces doing up here? They're doing fine. So our archers are just wiping the floor with them. Like I say, we've killed 24%. Right, let's get Gandalf into the fray. There we go, they're all charging a little bit more coherently now. Problem is we are charging uphill, but it's into Goblin band, so once we get them into melee actually they won't stand a chance. Also will give us a chance to attack the routing enemies. Gandalf might lose maybe like free troops, so we should be fine. Okay, they're routing, which is great. We've got Carlin Sentinels back into formation.
By the blood of Arnor!
So yeah, they lost. Yeah, the only problem with charging uphill. Well, let's go for the light infantry and just try and get these routing units. I think maybe in future battles I might use Gandalf to charge down at the enemy, whittle their numbers for when they start coming up, and then kind of retreat him either around the side here or up to town centre, depending on how depleted he gets.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Right, I want to halt their fire so they can choose their targets at will.
Watch this area.
So he's going to pick these guys off. So they're all dead. We'll move back up. Well, we'll just get these guys to charge into these halberdiers because they were going to flank us. Get our infantry to run into the back. Get Gandalf to charge up and kind of pincer them in. Right there. Out of arrows. So we'll charge them in. Gandalf's now reached the top. Just gonna take down all of these retreating units. Might even be tempted this time, depending on how much the ransom offer is. I might even accept it. Because we do need money to start trading some more troops. Problem is, we've also got a Numenas to think about. Because that's under siege at the moment. How much have we got? Yeah, that's fine.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
So, Gandalf only got 97 kills, but that's because I don't think I utilised him correctly. But our Dúnedain bodyguard getting 217, and both our rangers getting respective near on 300 kills. How many? So we lost 23 wardens, 5 healed. So that's not too bad, although that's more than I would have liked. But we do have the ability to train more wardens because it's been that amount of turns and we haven't really had the money to train any. So actually it's not the end of the world. It's just annoying because I do want to go on the offensive at some point. It's just I don't have the income, the economy to support an attack on Angmar.
There is no glory in hiding like this, my lord.
How many troops? So that's just... Yeah, I'm going to ransom them. Oh, okay, they rejected. That's fine.
Honor! Victory! A prime position to launch.
Okay, we are losing a lot of money, so we're going to get Gandalf.
Yes, my lord.
Back in the fort. That gate is going to be built soon, which will give these Dúnedain Rangers and maybe or not. What's that? Arnor. I can't even pronounce that. Sorry, it's a bit early in the morning for me, so. Oh.
I'm gonna stick you!
It's only 2 units.
Your orders, my lord.
Have a taste of my blade!
Right, I'm gonna have to get Aragorn back in Dead Man's Dyke. Yeah, the main problem I've now got is I've got this force coming. We've got this force. Sorry, yeah, we've got this force. And we've got all of this coming as well. And we're not really making money at the moment. I'm thinking possibly, now that we've got the ranger encampments built up, I might start building. I want to get a grain exchange. Once Cameth Bryn is built, it's Dúnedain encampment next turn. Because if I keep Gandalf garrisoned, I'm hoping that's going to be enough to. It's annoying because I could move Halbarad back in that fort. I really want to get rid of these cell swords as well, but I need melee troops. I really desperately need them. I've now got 2 wardens, which is quite nice up here. I might as well just disband these bandits. I'm going to keep these 3 rangers because if I do get the chance to retrain them, which I have, I'd like to do that to keep some of their experience. This is the main issue, is that army can't get there in time to support. So depending on what happens, I might actually sally out and attack.
I'm gonna stick you!
I might do that now.
Your orders, my lord.
To battle!
I'm going to sally out.
We attack!
This might be the loss of a Numenas. Okay. Let's see what they do first. So I'm going to put this to ×6. Right, they're just retreating back. So let's run forward. I could actually use my 2 units of rangers as bait. Yeah, I'm fine with sacrificing those rangers. Right, so we're not in range here. We'll move forward a bit. In range now. Right, cool.
Keep out of sight.
So yeah, my plan will be just fire on them.
This way.
Right. If I can retreat back inside. Kind of keep my rangers there. And run him back here. No, I'm going to see if they can walk through the gate. I don't want to give up this position until I know that the gate is still secure. Because I know this game's funny. Right, hold your fire a second. Get you guys on the wall. Yeah, I don't think they can actually run through the gate. Which is great for us, because now it'll mean that we can fire on them.
Attack!
Also a bit closer now, so we should hopefully do a bit more damage to them. Can we make... There we go, that might be a bit better. Oh wait, we're not doing an arcing shot on every single one.
With great speed.
Oh, wait, what was going on? Let's run them up here instead. Oh. I'm basically trying to get as many of them to not do an arcing shot as possible. Because we need to utilise our arrows, basically.
Attack!
It doesn't really work. Oh well. It's even worse from this vantage point. I might as well go back here.
Stand and fight, men! Quickly!
The pathing on this is a little bit janky. But it's alright.
Advance with great speed! Move, move!
Get everybody up here. Come on, get into position, guys.
Attack! Move out! Advance!
There we go, actually get into a good position. I think that I might splice this battle because it's quite boring to play. It's going to be very boring to watch. Right, I'm going to run him back inside on the bridge, which will hopefully negate some of their numbers a bit. But this might be the loss of a Numenas.
We've lost half of our men!
And here he is, our last captain, holding off the Orc hordes. And he finally falls.
We've been dealt a stinging defeat today.
We did kill a fair amount, but there really wasn't much we could do there. Maybe if we had halberds over here, it might have been okay, because there's a few more of them in a battalion. A bit higher base damage of the arrows. Also, they're better in melee. So we probably could have done it with halberds, but I knew that losing a Numenas was inevitable. Also, I come to the realization. That unfortunately, we can't really defend on multiple fronts. We can't defend on 3 fronts. We can only defend on 2, which is Ossul and Dead Man's Dyke. So, one of my new prerogatives is going to be possibly trying to take. I can't remember what this place is called.
My lord.
Orders, my lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Yeah. So, I think it's either on this river or on this river. I think it's this one. I think I might try and take that as well. Because we've got Imladris here. I'm hoping that Imladris have taken this. And I'm hoping Dunland... actually, let's have a look. If Dunland's at war with Ennard Wife, then we're in good standing. No, they're not. Okay, so I haven't really got a force, however, to muster to go and take Cologne. I think that's the name of it. So I might take oh, I don't know. I think we're going to just end the turn. Going to be making some money next turn. I think we're... I could pull Halbarad back down south. Maybe. Or
Yes,
I
my
might
lord.
even bring Aragorn down south. Because I think he's kind of wasted on Dead Man's Dyke. I think having a cavalry archer is probably not the best place in the city. So I might bring him down south. I don't know, we'll end the turn and we'll see what plays out. And Dol now with our diplomat will probably try and get some trade rights with them. I can't remember if I've done it in a previous episode, so we'll give it a go anyway while we're next to it. Good news is Osgiliath's retaken for Gondor.
Your orders.
Right, so first things first.
Position for my
Yeah, okay, we've already
Goodbye.
got trade rights with
Impossible. I cannot do
Dol
that.
Guldur.
If only I
or-
could.
Right. So now making a fair amount of money.
Have a taste of my blade. I'm gonna stick you.
So should get one free upkeep. Why aren't we? Is it the culture? Oh, I think it's the culture. Once the culture's up, we should be able to. Right, so we're going to train a unit of wardens. Start building this force, and actually,
Your orders, my lord.
we're going to get Gandalf to come down because.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, brilliant!
We shall engage.
It's actually not that big a force, and it's only got a holdout turn of 3 turns. So we'll get those wardens trained up. We'll send them with some rangers that will also train. Yeah, so I'll end the turn again. So I feel like we need some provinces that aren't getting attacked to help boost our economy. And Colognac, actually, I should probably have a look at the name of the settlement, and then I'll start calling it something. But yeah, the settlement that we're hopefully going to take, which
My enemies fear
Dunland
me.
is
Your orders,
thinking
my
about
lord.
doing.
Yes.
That's annoying. That was just a turn too late. And I feel like
Pray you never
Dunland's
call
going to
me
take
your
this. We'll see what happens. I hope Dunland don't take it. The only problem is that it might spur Dunland to come and attack us down in the south. We only need a little bit more cash. Alright, they're bringing up some armies now. So we've got 3 melee units and tons of range. I think that's enough to hold off any army of Angmar, to be honest. I could even send some wardens up north. I'm just worried that they're going to get intercepted on the way. But if we go through Bree,
By your command.
if we go through Bree, we should be okay.
March to exhaustion, continuing later.
Because I don't think that Ossels and sorry, I think my voice might be going. I think we should be okay. I think we're going to do one more end turn, and then I'll probably call the episode there.
As the enemy surrounds us.
And we were attacked by Shagfak. He's got an okay army. I think we'll be able to hold it off with what we've got. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. Like I say, we lost the wardens here, but I think we'll be okay. We'll probably fight this battle next episode, so we'll have another Osul battle with Arafor, the defender of Osul. I think it could be a better title, but he's got the noble, which is still good enough. And as you can see, he is an amazing battlefield commander due to his great defences. But we will continue this next episode. So next episode's plans will obviously to defend Osul and Dead Man's Dyke. And let's have a look. Dunland did take Keloniac. I think that is how you say it. Or Keloniac. Keloniac's probably the better pronunciation. So, but luckily we've got some troops training, so we can actually send the wardens we're getting here. We'll send them north, probably to Dead Man's Dyke, I think. Gandalf will send north as well. It's a bit annoying. It'd be nice to have had Gandalf in this battle, especially against a general, because they are going to have Angmarum bodyguard. But luckily we have got armor piercing bodyguard unit, so we'll save our arrows for them. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode.